What's up guys, Pete Hardy here in Cape Hatteras at Real. We are testing the 2014 Best TS. We have the 15 meter here. We got these kites last night, so I know nothing about them. I have my great friend Ryan Evans from Best, who's going to tell us in 30 seconds a little bit about this new kite, and then I'm going to get on the water and test it out.
Cool, awesome Pete. So this is the light wind version of the TS. We've got the 15 to 17, which are light wind specific category. That means they're designed completely different than the rest of the line, really focusing on light wind construction. That goes everything from the bladders. We actually use a lighter bladder material that's still structurally super strong. We reduced the amount of Dacron on the kite to keep the weight really light. But the number one thing that we wanted to do when making this kite was create a light wind kite that was fun. Not just one that's going to get you out there and pull you, but that you could, ride with, jump with, turns responsively, cranks upwind.
Okay, well, it's really cocky today. It's probably 9 to 12 on the water. There are 0 white caps. There's nothing going on. I'm going to ride it on the Best Breeze light wind board typically. Yeah. If it's working well, let's test out that theory of yours that it's fun and responsive. Why don't you jump out on your boots and try and do some fancy stuff as well?
It'll be a challenge, but that's what we're here to do.
Let's try it.
Cool.
All right. So between you and me, I'm really skeptical that I can ride this kite right now because it is so light, and I am 185 pounds, and that is a 15. Let's find out. That was the lightest wind I've ever done a kite test in. It is basically nothing. That there is no wind right now. It's like maybe 6 or 7 or 8, maybe. And as soon as it's actually side offshore here as well, as soon as I got out past this wind line out the back there, I was easily staying upwind. And I'm not riding the biggest kite. I'm riding the 15 and there is a 17. I was riding the 145 breeze and there is a 158 breeze, so I could have gone more power. How I was staying upwind down there, I don't know. When you're riding here, it's like water skiing. There's no ripples on the water. It's insane. The kite is amazingly smooth. It's light bar pressure, but it's not light in like I can't feel where the kite is. It's just smooth, which is really good. What I like the most about this kite, above anything else, is that when you're flying it, it's a smooth at all points during when you're working it. It's the same pull on the bar. There's a lot of big wind kites or light wind kites. What happens is, with a lot of light wind kites, what happens is as you go, like come down, it's like pull and sink and pull and sink, and this didn't do that at all. The only area I didn't test when I was on the water is the relaunch. I'm going to test that right now because the kite is crashed. Yeah.
All day long.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
There you have it. Pros of the Best TS in the light wind. One of the smoothest, fastest, funnest light wind kites available. It's really, really fun to fly. Relaunch, you got to know what you're doing. I was totally unable to relaunch it by just pulling on the back line. It did not come up no matter how hard I tried. The only way to get it up is if you know what you're doing. You just run towards it or swim towards it, roll it on its back. Experienced kiters will know how to do that. If you're not experienced, someone can teach you, but that is the only way to relaunch this kite in these conditions. Do bear in mind, it's like 5 to 10 right now. There's basically no wind. So it's not really a very fair test, but hey, if it can relaunch in this, it can relaunch anything. And again, I was able to get the kite up in what you can see is not kiteboarding conditions. So overall, if you're looking for a kite that is basically gonna be really, really fun to fly, as a light wind kite and not something just to mow the lawn, Best TS is a great choice. Check it out more, realwatersports.com.